A very good afternoon to one and all. Let's move on to carbohydrate metabolism, fourth part today. The titles for today's discussion are Glycogen Metabolism Pathways and Glycogen Storage Diseases, GSD. What are the contents? Glycogen Metabolism Pathways and Glycogen Storage Diseases, GSD. Coming to glycogenesis, it is anabolic or synthetic pathway of glycogen metabolism. So how glycogen is synthesized? From glycogenin protein. Glycogenin is an initiator protein for glycogen synthesis. So it is called glycogenin. How it is used in the synthesis? Because it has tyrosyl group in it. What group? Tyrosyl group, where glucose from UDP glucose unit it is getting attached to form a glucosyl unit with the glycogen. It is the starting part. Then again, multiple number of glucose units from UDP glucose through autocatalysis process with the help of a cofactor magnesium, a many number of glucosyl units are getting attached to glycogenin protein. How it is attached? Through alpha 1,4 glucosidic linkage. Alpha 1,4 glucosidic linkage it is getting attached, so that a chain forms. As mentioned in the picture, chain is formed, and by means of glycogen synthase, glycogen is started synthesized, and then by means of branching enzyme alpha 1,6 linkage, through alpha 1,6 linkage branch is formed in the glycogen molecule, and then again by means of glycogen synthase many glycogen chain is formed through alpha 1,4 linkage, at last to get 60,000 glucosyl units in the glycogen. So a complete glycogen will be having 60,000 glucosyl units. So glycogen is nothing but a polysaccharide, carbohydrate of polysaccharide. In the second image you can observe the short term or short representation of glycogenesis. What are the enzymes involved, and what are the products and intermediates formed to synthesize glycogen. Okay. And for genesis process, incorporation of one glucose molecule to glycogen consumes 2 ATPs, where UDP uses ATP. You can see UDP glucose is converted to UDP, and this UDP uses ATP to form UTP and then ADP. Thereby, to attach one glucose molecule to glycogenin to form glycogen, it consumes 2 ATPs. So similarly, many number of ATPs are consumed. Let's see in brief about glycogenesis. Steps involved in glycogenesis pathway are, there are 5 steps involved in it. First one, glucose phosphorylation. Glucose is gone for phosphorylation process to form glucose 6-phosphate. So glucose 6-phosphate is the active form of glucose to enter in metabolic pathways. You can observe in other previous pathways where we have discussed about glucose metabolism, where you can observe the phosphorylation process. And second step is glucose 1-phosphate formation. From 6-phosphate, how 1-phosphate is formed? By means of mutation process, phosphoglucomutase as enzyme, glucose 6-phosphate is converted to glucose 1-phosphate with the help of magnesium cofactor. Coming to the third step, where glucose activation occurs. So glucose 1-phosphate with the help of UTP, that is uridine triphosphate, by means of the catalyst, enzyme catalyst, glucose 1-phosphate uridyl transferase, UDP glucose and pyrophosphate is formed, where UDP glucose is the glucose donor for tyrosyl group present in glycogenin. So how UDPG is formed? From glucose 1-phosphate, it is attached with UTP, reacted with UTP to give UDP, glucose and pyrophosphate, with the help of glucose 1-phosphate uridyl transferase. And the step 4 in glycogenesis pathway is glucose addition to the polymer backbone. Glucose addition to the polymer backbone. Polymer here represents glycogen formation. So glucose is added to the polymer backbone. How from UDP glucose? Glucose is added to glycogen protein by means of glycogen synthase enzyme. So many number of polyglucose molecules are getting attached to the glycogen protein from UDP glucose, and release of UDP occurs. Coming to the fifth step of glycogenesis, it is the last step where branch formation occurs. What is the branching enzyme used? Amylo alpha 1,4 alpha 1,6 glucan transferase. Amylo alpha 1,4 to alpha 1,6 glucan transferase, and it is called as branching enzyme. So from glycogen synthase enzyme, 1,4 linkages form whereby glucose molecules, many number of glucose molecules are attached, and by means of branching enzyme, alpha 1,6 linkages form, thereby glucose molecules are attached through branched chain. Likewise, branching and chain formation occurs in the glycogen molecule. At last, a polymer will be having, the matured glycogen molecule will be having 60,000 glucoside units in it. Coming to glycogenolysis pathway, it is catabolic pathway of glycogen metabolism, and here glycogen molecule is getting converted to glucose. Polymer is converted to monomer. So the starting enzyme here is glycogen phosphorylase, where glucose 1-phosphate molecules are splitted and started forming glucose 1-phosphate. And then by means of glycogen debranching enzyme, it removes branching in the glycogen molecule, and then only chain form of glycogen is formed. Then by means of hydrolysis, glucose 1-phosphate is formed. Then by means of phosphoglucomutase, glucose 6-phosphate is formed, and from glucose 6-phosphate glucose is formed. And glucose 6-phosphate in muscle it is formed, and glucose is formed in the liver. Again the glucose is attached with UDP to form UDP glucose, and it is attached to the glycogenin for glycogen formation. And glycogen is the storage form of carbohydrate in liver and muscles. So where glycogen is stored? In liver and muscles. So that where metabolism of glycogen occurs? In liver and muscles. Let's see what are glycogen storage diseases. What are GSDs? Glycogen storage diseases arise due to deficiency of enzymes, various enzymes involved in glycogen metabolic pathways. And where these enzymes are present? In liver and muscles. So deficiency of the particular enzyme involved in the process will lead to GSDs. And GSDs are of many types, from type 1 to type 11. We can see what are the causes or clinical manifestations occur due to deficiency of these enzymes, and what are the types of GSDs in the next slide. So this table represents type and disease caused by glycogen storage diseases. Then what the particular type is due to which enzyme deficiency. Then third column represents what organ involved in the particular type of GSD, and then what is the glycogen structure in that deficiency syndrome, and then what are clinical manifestations when the particular GSD occurs. Type 0 deficiency enzyme is glycogen synthase. It occurs in liver where glycogen structure is normal. Clinical manifestations are hypoglycemia, hyperketonemia, failure to thrive, and early death. Then type 1 is nothing but von Guyek disease. It is called as von Guyek disease due to glucose 6-phosphatase deficiency. It also occurs in liver. Then increased amount of glycogen structure occur. Then clinical manifestations are enlarged liver, growth failure, severe fasting and hypoglycemia. Likewise, POMS disease, that is type 2, Cory's disease, that is type 3, Anderson disease, that is type 4. What are the enzymes involved, where it occurs, what is the glycogen structure in that condition, and what are the clinical manifestations. Just read and remember all the points. And this table also represents various types of glycogen storage disease. It is continuation of last one, where we have in the last table we have seen about type 0 to type 4. Here it is continued with type 5 to 11. For 9th and 10th, no clear ideas given, so I have not mentioned here. Observe the disease type. How the different types are named with the different names means the name is mentioning the person who discovered the particular GSD. And observe where it occurs, what is the enzyme responsible for the particular GSD, and what is the nature of glycogen structure during the condition, and what are the clinical manifestations occurs due to different glycogen storage diseases. With this, we are coming to the end of discussion on glycogen metabolism pathways. In the next class, we will be discussing about part 5 of carbohydrate metabolism. Thank you all for patient listening.